It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Giants. Two teams have met in Super Bowl 35 down in Tampa. The Ravens and Giants are underway. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
The ball carrier.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, there's
They'll run with Barkley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
A first down carry for Barkley. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From the 31, Jones. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it's 3rd down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time, separation. That's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Does the big boy have the juice? He's at the 40. Past the 20, 10, 5. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it the distance.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Again, it'll be Edwards. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
He was brought down by
no gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get nothing out of that one. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Pass complete,
brings up,
but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. From the gun, Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing Jones. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That one good for 12 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Bradbury.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
7.
Now it's Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Jones throwing for it. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. At their own second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another?
Oh, Jones has just thrown his third interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in, because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now Jackson on first down. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. To throw again is Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
To J.K. Dobbins. No gain.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Big hold of the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 64 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them. But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And the Giants first down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Saquon Barkley.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
This ball complete. Jones to Ingram. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Second and 4 at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball on the 8. It's second and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
On down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Dobbins running out of the gun. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
He was brought down.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
That's good.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
3rd and goal.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Jackson to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th and goal.